Everyone, so now we are going to look the extended ACL, but before going to extended ACL we need to know the port number, protocol and application, because if you see here, let me show you. If you see here in this box, here what we are saying, all services are blocked. Just now we check also, right? Here we check this PC is unable to access this one, and also is unable to access this one, because here we told all services are blocked, but here selected services can be blocked. So when we configure the extended ACL, we can block selected services, like we can use source, destination, protocol, port number. Depending upon that one, we can filter the traffic. So if you want to filter the traffic, we need to know which protocol it is using, which port number it is using. So some are the standard protocol and the port number we are using in most of the time, so that one we need to remember. Okay, and other thing, example, if some other what we can say application is using, if you want to block allow, you can Google that application name in the Google and check if this application is working on which protocol and using which port number. Then you can block that application also. Okay, so here we need to remember what we have here. We have FTP. FTP is working in the TCP protocol and port number 20 he is using. FTP control is using TCP port number 21. SSH is using the TCP port number 22. If you are telnetting the device, it is also using the TCP but using the port number 23. If you are using SMTP, it is using the TCP protocol using the port number 25. DNS is using both TCP UDP and it is using the port number 53. DSCP is using the UDP, it is using the port number 67, 68. TFTP using UDP port number 69. And here HTTP is using the TCP protocol and using the port number 80. Same like that, we have so many protocol, but at least you should have this you should remember this what we can say, this table, so it will easy for our lab. And here if you see, POP3 is using TCP and 110, SNMP using UDP 161. If you see SSL is nothing but HTTPS. This one SSL is nothing but HTTPS. Okay, HTTPS is using the TCP protocol and port number 443. And here real-time what we can say, real-time protocol, that is based upon the voice and video, they are using UDP and they are using this port. Okay, so let's do one lab so we will have idea, but before going to that one, we will check how we can configure extended ACL. Already we told we will look for the protocol, source address, destination address, port number, and we have this range we already know. So now we will see how we can configure. Configuration is same as we done before. We will write access list. If you see this one, you will easily understand. We will write access list and then number. Here number we need to give from this range. If you see extended means from this range. So we will give here 100, and then if you want to block, you can write deny and which protocol you want to deny, TCP or UDP. Example, I want to deny TCP. Then which computer, example the same PC here in the scenario, this one. So we will write this PC IP here, and after that we can say what I am saying. Let me take this again here. I am saying this PC will be blocked to access this PC. Okay, this PC is blocked to access this server only. So we need to write in this scenario, in this format. What we will write, TCP host this one, and equal to port 80. 80 service will be denied. 80 means HTTP, means he cannot access the HTTP. And if you want to deny another service, you can write same thing, access list 100, deny TCP host IP, whatever the host you want to deny, means going from one PC to another PC. Example, this PC should deny to this one. So we can write here host that PC, again host that server, and which service you want to deny, that one, equal, and give that port number. And then I again write access list and same number whatever you are following, and permit IP any. This is the syntax we need to use when we are using the extended ACL by using the number one, not the name one. Name one we will look later. So here what we done, here we created the ACL. Then we need to apply the ACL. Same thing as we do. We need to go inside that interface like this, go inside that interface, then write IP access group and the number whatever we taken, and if the traffic is going inside, write this one. If the traffic is going outside, write this one. That's all. Okay. So what we will do the same scenario here. So let me do here. What I can do, we can use the same scenario here. What we done, we can remove the ACL and we can use the same thing here what we have. So in this one we need to remove the ACL whatever we configured. So we can configure the new one. Okay, so first of all let me copy this configuration. We can modify this configuration. I will take one notepad, I will paste here and we will modify here. Here I will write the lab on extended ACL. Okay, we will do here lab on extended ACL. Any name we can give here. Okay, so aim is to block here. Aim is to block the PC1 to access web server by using the extended ACL. Extended ACL. And here and PC2 to block to access HR server. This way we can do. Okay, this way we can do. What I am saying here, PC1 should be blocked to access the web server, but PC1 can access the HR server. But here HR server, PC2 cannot access the HR server, but he can access the web server. This configuration from here to here will remain same, and from here to here also, from here to here remains same. This will not there. I will remove this, and this one remains same. The server configuration whatever we done. Okay. So what I can do now, let me check. So what I will do now, I need to delete the configuration here in the router first of all. So let me go to the R1 where we configure R2. So we will go in the R2, I will write here enable, and I can go in the global configuration mode. I can write no access list. What is the number we can give? We will write that number. So I will write 10. So I remove the ACL 10. Okay. Now if I want to check, I will write do show a access list like this, or do show access list, show IP access list. See, nothing is there. So how I remove? Just I write no access list 10, this one. But if you check here, show run, let me show you. You have one access, we have the access list where we apply to the interface, this one, where we have this one. So I need to remove this also. So what I will do, I will go to the interface and I will remove that interface fast Ethernet 0x0, and I will write here no and that one. So now I remove that one. So completely ACL is removed now. Complete ACL is removed now. Now we need to write the new configuration. Depend which one we will do, which we will do the as per our requirement. So let me close this. We will use this one. Okay, so here first of all we need to look which we are doing. We are doing the extended ACL. Okay, so if you remember, we told whenever we are doing the extended ACL, we need to do near to the destination, right? Near to the source. If you remember, standard we will do near to the destination, but extended we will do near to the source. So where is the source? If you see, I am going from here, so R1 will be the source. So we will do this configuration on R1. So this is the R1. Okay, how we will do? Same thing, we will write axis ACCES axis list, and we can give 100. Okay, deny, and what we need to deny? TCP UDP. What you need to deny? Ping, if you want to deny ping, or you need to deny any other thing. What we wrote here, access PC1 access to the web server by using this one. So what we can do, we can deny the port 80. Okay, here we did not write ping block. We told PC1 block PC1 to access the web server. So imagine, I will show you one more thing how we can access the web server. If I want to access the web server, I can use one more method. First of all, I need to make this as a web server. Okay, so how we will make web server? I will go here. Where is this is the web server. If I want to create the web server, I will go here. I will write HTTP IP HTTP server. Let me write here. I will go in the global configuration mode. Then I will write IP HTTP server. Okay, if I write this one command in the router, it will behave as a server, HTTP server. So we can ping the HTTP server. We can, what we can say, we can telnet. So what I will do here, I will write here line VTY 024 no login. This configuration we will do. Let me paste. I will show you why I am using this one. Because when we do the firewall in the lab purpose, we will do these types of configuration. So let me write where I done this one, web server. Okay, so here let me go to the web server. This is a web server. I'll paste here. What we done here, we enable this one because we are doing in EVNG. That's why I am writing this one. If we do in packet tracer directly, what we can do, we can take the server. So already by default everything will be there in this server. If you go to the server, you have this HTTP server already, and if you go for HTTPS, where is HTTPS? We have only HTTP here, this one HTTPS. Just you can on off here, but here in the EVNG we don't have that option. So what we will do, we will make router as a HTTP server. So how we will do, we will write IP HTTP server, and we will write line VTY 024 no login. Why I wrote this one? Just I need to telnet. How I need to telnet, I will show you. Example, I am here. Okay, I want to check, I am here in the PC1. I want to check HTTP server is working or not. So how we can check this one? We will go here, we will write telnet, and then what is the IP of that one? 192.168.2.2, and we will write the port number here, port 80. If you see, if it is giving the open, that means you are able to access the HTTP server. Let me repeat again, maybe you are confused. Concept is basic. I am teaching you a little advanced thing. We are going to do this way in the firewall. When we do Palo Alto or ASA firewall, in that time we are using this technique. I am showing you here, so you will have the basic idea. Concept here is just what we need to do. We need to access the HTTP server from here to here. Okay, this web server, in the web server is working in the port number 80. If we are using HTTP, it is working on the port number 80. If you want to access HTTPS, that is working in the port number 443. This one you need to remember, this 2 point. HTTP work on the port number 80. HTTP3 is work on the this HTTPS is working on the port number 443. So what I am doing here, in the router we can enable the HTTP or HTTPS server. How we will enable? Just we need to type IP HTTP server. With this command you can enable the HTTP. So I want to test this one from here. If I want to test from here, so how I can test? I can write here telnet and write the IP, and after that whatever the port number of the this service. So what I done here, I will write here LAN VTY 024, and then I will write no login. So this way I enable the telnet here. So I enable the telnet, then I will do here telnet and IP address and write the port number. So you will get open means HTTP is working. If you get here error or something means HTTP server is not working. This way we can verify. Or if we are confused, we can do in packet tracer. Okay. In packet tracer what we can do, just we will go here, example, we will take one machine here. Let me show you this computer and we will go here. In the desktop we will open this browser and here we will type the IP and press this one. We do in CCNA level this one. This is advanced CCNP, that's why I am showing you in this one. Okay, example, if you are want to test the other one, this is open. Okay, so now I remove that one. Now example I want to check again. I will write here telnet another IP, the other server. Which one? Let me show you. This server. This server I want. Oh, something go wrong here, or what happened here? Let me restart here, refresh. Yeah, okay. So now what I want to say here, in this server I did not enable the HTTP, that is port 80 I did not enable in this server, HR server. If I want to ping from, if I want to test from here, it will not work. How we will test? We will write here telnet and the IP. What is the IP? That one 2.3 and the port number 80. etc. Connection refuse. Maybe you are thinking we did not configure telnet, so I will configure the telnet. How we will configure for that one? Like this. We will go in the global configuration mode, line VTY 024, no login. Okay, sorry, no login. Now I will do here. It will not work. Let me do again. See, not working. Why it is not working? Because I did not enable the port here. Port 80, that is HTTP server, I did not enable. That's why it is refusing. Example, now I will enable. Okay, how we will enable? What is the steps? Just we need to write IP HTTP server. Okay, like this. Now we enable. So now if you go here and if you do, it will work. See, it is working. So this way we will test when we do the lab in the EVNG. If you want to test, we will test this way. What we are doing here, let me write here so you can study later. I will write in the notepad here. This lab I will close. This one already we saved, so this one here. In the, let me copy the same thing. I will go to the HR server. I enable here HTTPS port 80. This is a port 80. If you want to enable the other one also, HTTPS also, we can enable. Later in another lab we can enable the port 443. Okay, so what we done, just we need to enable. So we write IP HTTP server and LAN VTY 024, no login. Remember this configuration we need to do when we need to enable the HTTP server in the router. Only this one command is enough, but we need to test from here router again. That's why I write this one also. So we can telnet, and from the telnet we can test that one. Okay, how we will test? I will go to the PC. Example, from PC1 we are testing. So we need to write testing web server. What I can say, testing HTTP. Okay, testing HTTP. How we will test? We will write telnet and write the IP, example 192.168.1.2 and the port number. Port number is 80. If you want to test HTTPS, then what you will do? You write telnet and IP 192.168.1.2 and here you will write 443. Okay, this one is to test the HTTP, this one is to test the HTTPS. Only port will be differ. Now we are doing this one. So just now I test, it is working. For the PC1 also it is working, and for the PC1 both services working. Okay, I am testing from the PC1. Both server is working, both server is having the web server, it is working. For from PC2 also I will test, it will work. Okay, so PC2, now we are in the PC2. We will go here, we will write telnet and then IP 192.168.2.2 and port number 80. It is working. Press Ctrl Z and press enter, and now you can do for the other server .3. Press, it is working. Ctrl Z, enter. So PC1 and PC2 both are able to access the HTTP server. Okay, now we will block. What we will block? As per our manager, he told what he told: block the PC1 to access the web server by using extended ACL. So PC1 is this one. This guy should not access this. Okay, as per manager, and this guy should not access this. So what we can say, this guy can access this one and this guy can access this one. Okay, we will test that one. So let's start the configuration now and we will check how we can do that one. If you are facing issue here, I wrote in our notes the basic one, this one. You can practice this one also. Okay, in case if you are facing the new method which I am showing you, like enabling the HTTP in the router, if you are facing that one, you can do in packet tracer by using this basic example what I put in here in the notes. Anyhow, learn this one also. This is also good. When we go in the advanced routing, switching and the router firewalls, we will use this method only for the servers and all that one. Anyhow, let me do now what we need to do. We need to do the extended ACL. Extended means we need to configure in the near to the source. So we need to configure in the R1. R1 I wrote access list 100 deny. I am saying deny TCP. Okay, because I want to deny the port 80, and you need to remember, if you see the port 80, what is the port 80? Port 80 is working on which protocol? If you see here, port 80 is working in the TCP. Okay, so what we will do here, we will write here TCP. After that we will write what I need to deny. I need to deny one computer, one PC, right? So I will write one PC, host, HOST, host. Give me the host IP, they will ask you. So you will give 192.168. What we can say 1.2. Okay, and which one you want to block? So I will write here host, this server IP you need to give this one. Block this guy to go to this one. So I will write this IP 192.168.2.2. Okay, what I am saying, this guy should not access this one. That's all, right? And here I will write equal what he should not access. He should not access port 80, right? So I will write equal 80. That's all. And we will do one more time. This what we write here, let me explain here because this is very important. I told this guy should not access here. So I will write access list 100 deny protocol TCP from this computer to this computer. What we need to block? Service. We need to block equal to 80. So 80 service we need to block, only this one. Now we need to write again, we need to say this computer cannot access this one and block 80, port 80. So we will do again, we will copy the same thing from here to here and we will paste here and we will write here. What we will write? Number will remain same. Here IP will change. This is 1.3. I am saying 1.3 should not access this one. Which one? This one, 2.3. So I will go here, I will write 2.3. And this, what service we want to block? We want to block port 80. That's all. Okay. So now I wrote this 2 step. This is blocking step. Now we need to write the allow also. If we did not write allow, it will block everything. So I will write access list. Okay. Give the name 100 and permit IP any. So we will say permit any. Then we need to write interface where we want to apply. Depend which interface you want to apply. You can apply, you are applying in the R1. So we can apply here. We are doing in the R1. So we can apply here or here, your wish, wherever you want to apply. If you want to apply here, traffic will go inside and block here. So why you will allow the guy to go inside? If you want to block, you can block here directly. Your wish, depends scenario to scenario, it will change. So now what I will do, I will block here only F1/0. So I will write here f1 by 0, and then I will write here IP access group. What is the group number? 100, and then in. That's all. With this way we configure the access list. After that you will see this guy is unable to access the port 80 here, but he can access here. This guy cannot access here, but he can access here. So let's do here. Let me take the R1. Okay, and if you want I can do here directly, or if you want we can copy paste the configuration. Access list 100. Okay, and then press what we need to write here. We need to write deny. So I will write deny. If you press question mark, what you need to deny? I need to deny TCP. Okay, in TCP what you need to deny? One computer. What is the IP of that computer? 192.168.1.2 1.2. And what you need to deny? If you see here, press question mark, what you need to deny? Complete or one or what? So I will say again host. So what is the host IP? 192.168.2.2. okay, and after that press question mark, what you need to do? Acknowledge, equal, greater than what? So I will write equal. If I give equal, again he will ask you need to give port number, domain, or which one you need to compare. So I will say I need to compare port number. I can give 80 or I can give this one. See here I can write ww also. I can write ww, or I can write this, or I can give this. So I will give 80. Okay, so this one is block for first machine. Let me show you here. This machine is 1.2 and that server is 2.2. Same thing what we done here, same configuration. Now I will press up arrow and here we will change the IP here. Okay, so what I need to change here, this should be 2.3 and this should be, here will be 3, right? 1.3. Let me check. This is a 1.3, this is a 2.3. okay, and port 80. So this correct. After that we need to write access list and number 100, and what we need to do? Permit IP any. So and after that go to the interface, which is the interface fast Ethernet 1 by 0, and we write IP access group and group number access group number 100, and this is input. Why I am writing in? Because traffic is going from here to inside the router, so in. That's all. This is the configuration done. Now you can test before what is working, what is not working. This is a PC1. We can access the 2.2 before, right? Port number 80. Now it will not work. See, let me repeat again. This is a PC1. Before he is able to access, what he is able to access? PC1 is able to access this web server. Web server IP is 192.168.2.2. This is a 192.168.2.2, port number 80. He is able to access before, but now it is not able to access. If you change this IP here, he is able to access the other server. The PC1 is unable to access the web server, but he is able to access the HR server. Okay, PC1 before, and let me write here ping 192.168.2.2. see, 2.2 he can ping. Let me repeat again what we are saying here. This PC1 is able to ping this guy. Okay, ping is working. If you see here, I am here PC1. This is a PC1. PC1 is pinging this guy 192.168.2.2. He can ping this server, but he cannot access the web server HTTP port number 80. He cannot access that one. How? Just now we check here. Let me show you. If you press up arrow, this one, if you see, he is unable to access the port 80 HTTP, but he can ping. How you know he can ping? Let me show you this one. So what we can say, this is the extended ACL. In extended ACL, what we told, we can block particular service. So here we block the web server, but this guy can ping the server. This one we check. Okay, and this guy can access this server. Let's see he can access or not. So we will write the telnet, and here we will change the IP. The other server IP is 2.3. So he is able to access. This is open. Means this guy is able to access this server, and he can ping also. if you want to ping, that is this, it is working. So what we observe here, this guy is ping is working, but HTTP is not working, and for here ping is working and HTTP is also working. Now we will look for the PC2. So for PC2, what we will do, we will go for the PC2. Let me go to the PC2. This is a PC2, and we can test the same thing. In the PC2, let me minimize this one. For PC2 now, let's see. Here PC2, let's see, telnet 192.168.2.2 port number 80. Okay, so PC2 is able to ping the web server. As per our condition, he can access the web server, but he cannot access the HR server. So let me see, he can access the HR server or not. So let's see, HR server IP I will put here 3. So he is unable to access the HR server. He is unable to access the HR server, but he is able to access the web server. Okay, this open means web server is working, and if you see, this HR server is host is unreachable, but he can ping the HR server 192.168.2.3. if you see, he is able to access, he is able to ping, but he cannot access the web server. How? Because we configure ACL. In the ACL we clearly define here, we are saying only TCP protocol block when they are using the port number 80. We did not tell that ICMP protocol block. ICMP means ping. So we did not block the ping. We block only the TCP. And also saying that only the port 80. The protocol is using TCP and using the port 80, only block that one for accessing this from this PC to this. Okay. So I hope this is clear now. So what I will do, we can use this lab in our next class to continue the other lab. So let me save here. For the PCs, we can save the configuration, no need to worry. For PC1 I can save, PC2 also we can save, PC1, PC2. In the router I will remove the ACL, then we can save that one. IP address, so next time we will not do the IP address configuration again the router. So I will go in the router. I hope you know how we can remove. I will write here no. Okay, and then we will write here no access list and 100. So now our ACL is removed. If you want to check, you write show IP access list, nothing. Okay, so I will save the configuration for R1. So IP will be safe, so we can use this next lab. And here for PC router 2 also we can do this one. Let me go here and save the configuration. And in switch also let me save, so we will not have half duplex full duplex issue. So let me save here also the configuration whatever we done for the switch, second switch also here also. Okay, so this one is finished, the extended ACL. Let me show you what else we have. We done just now this lab. Okay, this lab we done. Here same thing here what we done. So next we will do one more lab, that is the extended ACL by using the name command. We use number one, not the name one. So in our next class we will do this lab and we will use the number one in this one, not the name one. After that we will do one more lab in the ACL. This is the new lab, VLAN, how we can apply the ACL inside the VLAN. Example, this all are in the VLAN 10, but we want to allow only this guy to access this server, not this guy to access this server. So how we can block, we will check this also. This is we called VLAN access list. So in our next class we are going to do 2 lab. So with that one you have the idea about the ACL, so we can start the NAT and we can do the NAT.